This is my travel buddy. My travel buddy with one shoe. How's everyone doing? Yo, nobody's in here because nobody knew this was going to happen. But I'm doing this because I want to keep my streak, and I can't really do it while I'm doing this. So we'll see what happens. It'll just be me. I wonder how long the streak is good for. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you today. I see you're here, man. My the Wi-Fi is like so. I guess I'll time set it, make it official, and then get off. Hello, everyone. My name is Paige. Welcome to episode 119 of the Hangout, where I give you positive insight in the world of collecting in a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. Preview night, SDCC, MedscoCon. A lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff, lot of good stuff. Um, this is going to be a little bit hard for me because I can't see because I don't have a second thing. But I'll tell you what, I figured I'd jump on, keep the streak, answer a few questions. I don't want to answer a lot of questions because I want to save that for the post show. But if you guys have any little questions, hit me up. This will probably only be for 5 or 10 minutes. Like I said, it wasn't advertised, and I'm just doing this for selfish purposes. So yeah. So how's everyone doing? What did everyone think about the stuff that they showed today? Because there was a lot of stuff, not just at Mezco, but other booths. I can tell you, it was preview night and it was busy. Oh my God, very busy, very busy, very busy. So if you have any questions, please pop in the comments and I will answer those. Thanks for the pics and the updates. Yeah, man, no problem. No problem at all, man. Thank you for being there and thank you for forwarding information for me. I really appreciate that, man. Late night hype. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hell yeah. Plastic, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
What y'all doing?
Hey.
What y'all doing?
What's your biggest surprise today? What's your biggest surprise?
Things I can't talk about.
Yeah. Oh, biggest surprise today. Biggest surprise. Dick Tracy. I would say Dick Tracy.
Not Solomon Kane. Not Solomon Kane.
No. Solomon King
Not
was good.
TMNT. Not Duke.
TMT was good.
Not Fearfly.
Yeah, that was a good surprise too.
Not Indiana Jones.
Well, which version?
Indiana Jones.
Which one though?
Only one. Only one.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was only one. There was only one today.
What about Dr. Doom on Fantastic Four?
Dr. Doom was cool. I didn't think we were even going to see that today.
I know
Like,
that.
yeah, and that. For me, it was Dick Tracy because it was over at the booth, and they came over with the tray, and they said, "Here you go."
Me.
Yes, you did. He knew how I was going to light up. He's like, "Paige, here you go." Laid it down and had Dick Tracy had flat top, and man, I tell you what, I put some of the accessories out for it, but I don't think people are really gonna get a grasp until it's actually released. It's got some great accessories. They did a very good job with that one. You're probably gonna get like 3 looks because he has the yellow trench coat, and to make it look a little bit better, underneath that there's a blue suit coat jacket. But I wanted to kind of do something with the pose, so I had to take that off. So hey, that jacket is removable. And then underneath that jacket, there's a vest and a white shirt. So essentially, you're going to be getting 3 looks with this character. Same thing with flat top, but we'll go into that in a little bit later. But great question, great question. Seeing how I'm gonna get old, I can't even see this stuff, man. I like it with my computer. Seeing how great all the figures look across the 125 Mezco, like they're really making a statement. Yet we've been talking about this for like months, man. They were gonna go big, and they really did, man. They did a really great job, man. That's not just like blowing smoke. Like when you see this stuff, I'm gonna try to. I know I did pictures today. They were kind of rushed because I was doing a lot of stuff all at once. But Video is really gonna show you some of this stuff, man. And I think pictures can only capture so much, and I'm
I
hoping.
apologize for working on it.
Oh no, no, no! But you gotta give the people what they want.
No, no.
What do you think about the female figures? Vast improvement, and but from what I saw, those are still work in progress. But I'm very, very happy and to see where they're at and where they're going to go with it. Great question. Great question. What did you guys see that had that were your favorites today? Because man, it was I couldn't keep count. I liked going over to the other side and seeing the setup on the other side because as it just got progressively better. Like started off with some of the regular stuff, and then they started putting Joes in, and they started putting Indiana in, and then I saw the Turtles and I saw Power Rangers. Like, oh man, they. I don't think that, like I said, the pictures can really do you any justice. If you get somebody that has good video footage, I think that's going to help really help that sink in. Thanks. Good. So let's see. I don't really have too much to talk about. Let's preview. Um, I guess some useful information for you, maybe to kind of clear up some rumors. So there's a tiny rumor going around about Grub.
That's my homie.
Yeah,
Free my homie Grub.
we ate nachos with him tonight.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Free my homie Grub.
So Grub, the Grub that they have, that is not for sale. So I saw a couple people say that there was a one and done. That's not true. That's the one that they showed. I think it was like 2 years ago. Versus,
And that's completely new Grub.
no, it's not that one. Okay, so brand new Grub. Uh, and that little uniform he came with, I think they're probably still working on that. But that wasn't for sale at the convention. That was just something that they had as a prop to kind of show people. So don't fear that you missed out on getting the single Grub. Uh, that's just for show. Let's see here. I'm still floored about how great the Batfleck suit looks for. Yeah, yeah, that thing looked really good. But you could tell some of that stuff is still work in progress. But it was nice to see some updates, like we talked about before, how they kind of keep us in the dark. Gotham by Gaslight was a really good one to see because we haven't seen that at all. So actually see it in figure form. Like I said, you're not going to get a good grasp of it until you actually see it because there's so many little details. He has these knee high boots, kind of period piece, and uh, it has paint detail on it. And then they went a step further and put that weathering on there. Uh, the suit, it looks like proportion and suit wise, it looks like the one that was in the cartoon. I think they did a really good job. That glider, it looks really cool. I'll tell you about that really quick. So the glider, there's a harness piece, and on the back of that harness piece, if you can imagine some of the like kind of like cogwheel stuff that you see with God, what am I thinking about? Captain Nemo. Some of those cogwheels that you saw in his hand. Imagine those a little bit bigger. Great paint detail on the back. There are two little peg holes, and that's where those wings go in. The wings, they're on hinges, and each section kind of hinges out. And those little pieces in between there, they're slivets of material, and it works. It just kind of all flows together. So I didn't have any problems putting that together. It felt secure. Um, I left it off of him so you could actually see some of the other stuff. And then you could also see the wings. You wanted to kind of see that. He has a lot of other accessories. I didn't want to show that stuff because, you know, it's always cool to have surprises. It looks like a bulkier body. Yes, I would definitely say it's a that and the layering of the material. He's a very unique looking figure. He not like anything that I've seen before in the line. Gotham by Gaslight is my most. I think you're going to be very, very happy with it. It's really good. Anybody have any other questions? Because we're at 9 minutes.
I
I,
don't know, man, it's you.
I know 9 minutes. You. I think I'll do like 15, and then that's it. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, that's another thing. Really quick. So, right now, there are three exclusives. The first exclusive is the Void Cadet Gomez. Now, this is a single. This is not the mech version. They have that for sale at the convention, and that is a convention only exclusive. You're only going to be able to get it there for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. So, but for now, it'll be there. That's available. They also have Wolverine. I all three of these I got to mess with for a good 20 or 30 minutes. Felt really good in hand, all of them. But going down the list, next would be Wolverine. That skull with the adamantine tear, it looks really good. The suit material, it's kind of hard to explain, but it feels very durable, very pliable. There's a pose that I put him in the purchase cabinet. I didn't have any problems, no suit like stress or anything like that. The material felt really good, and I like the offering. I want to mess around with it a little bit more. And then there's the Green Ranger. That was really cool. A lot of details and all the little accessories, swords and stuff like that, plastic points, uh, and he moves very well. There were I wanted there's a pose that he's in that's on the box, and I was trying to replicate that pose, and I was worried about the ankle. But if you look at the picture, you'll see it's like almost like an ankle breaker. I mean, this is fresh out of the box, so I was able to kind of work it in, and it was pretty much like that. No problems, no issues. All three of those are going to be available at the con. I know they're kind of waitlisted on the site. They're currently right now they don't have a limit. You know how usually they kind of say, "Hey, there's only one to two per person." Over a couple of days, they don't have a limit right now. So literally, you could go in there and buy 10 of them. So if you have friends at the convention, I would highly recommend that you kind of like nudge them and say, "Hey, hook me up. Please don't ask me. I can't do it. Sorry. I don't have any kind of pull like that." But yeah, convention exclusives. There's three. If you have a chance to get it, I would definitely try. Let's see here. Are the TMNT shorter? I feel like they are, but they're a good size. Do you want to get on this? What would you say,
What?
size wise?
On what?
TMNT? Doc
Mm,
Knock, shorter, taller?
about that much. So it would be about 5.10 inches, not 6 inches.
Yeah,
But they're supposed to be teenagers.
yeah. Teenagers, five, less than six. They're a
Well,
good
a little less
size.
than six. But
Yeah,
honestly, it's still got holes though.
yeah,
Because you also got to realize Mexico stuff is a little bit taller than actual 6 inches. So
yeah. So I don't know if it gets canceled out, but D said Doc Knock like body.
no,
Uh,
not dog like no, dog like height.
Sorry, Doc Knock like height. A little tired. Uh, and then you can also see uh, he did us a nice little service and kind of answer some of those questions. I think Raf, he has his arm up so you can see that they're double jointed elbows. Detail front of it, you can just see there's like cut marks, everything, texture around the arms, like reptile texture. Very good looking figures, but I would say that they're short, but they look really good and they look very proportioned.
Don't ask me nothing else.
Nothing else. Can't ask him. What do you think of Robin size? I like Robin size. Tomorrow, I'll try to do. I should have thought of this. They were kind of all together, but I'll take one where you can kind of see both of them size wise as a height comparison, and I'll do different versions if I have some time. Maybe some. No, no time. So we'll get at least one in there, but at least that way you'll be able to see, and then people can steal those photos and say it's theirs, right? Because that's what they were doing all day today.
Certified for 7 days.
Yeah. But that's what I thought about Robin size. Very good size, very well proportioned. Trying to think what else. What was the I like the head sculpts. The head sculpts were good. He's been doing this past 2 days, dancing, dancing, dancing. It's infectious. Good energy.
That's what I do, baby.
Any other questions? Man, I'm surprised you guys don't have like lots of questions. I had lots of
Well,
questions.
it's also super late.
I don't know. Yeah, that is very true.
But we also can't do it tomorrow because we'll be working.
No, this won't happen. Like I said, this is a streak, and then we'll do the post show, and we'll do we'll announce all that stuff, and then that way we can get some good talks in there. Because man, I tell you what, thank you for thank you for answering questions, D. Really
Well,
appreciate it tonight. I had a couple people say thank you.
well, yeah. I mean, I answered questions by taking the photos. I mean, I'm just going to see how people see.
They do. I'm pretty sure they do.
There you
They do. I'm trying to think of what else. Height. What do you think of Timber? Timber looked really good. Uh, you can see that.
If anyone says anything bad about Timber, I'm blocking.
Yeah, Timber looked really good. Sculpt paint work looked good, and also when you see all of these things, also remember that these are some of them are possibly still in development. So just because you saw them, don't take it as gold. I know they had the Justice League Superman up there, and you could still tell that they're working on that. Uh, I know that that's something that they kind of wanted to get put out. The skin tone is a little bit darker, but it looks the sculpt and the uh, tone looks way better than the first version. That head sculpt. I'm really hoping it kind of color matches because you could take that, even you could take the hands off and do it on the other one. If you have the previous version of like Batman versus Superman, this is probably, and you don't have all those other heads like the maniple stuff, but you're gonna probably be able to take this and swap it. Hope it's compatible, but um, just remember that some of the stuff that you see, these are still works in progress. Don't take it as gold, but it gives you a better idea of what these figures are going to look like.
As always, it's pending license or approval. There's a
Pending,
reason why we say that.
yeah, pending license and approval. But long answer. Timber looked really great, sculpt, paint, and you could see these little articulation points. I don't know if I was able to caught it because I zoomed in on the face. A lot of these zoom in shots I did because people always with Indiana Jones, somebody said, "Oh, the faces look soft," and I focused more on trying to show you guys that stuff instead of full outs because you're going to get blown out with a bunch of full out shots. Everybody and their grandma is going to be taking these long, out shots. I wanted to give you detailed shots so you
Always
could
supposed to
see.
be like that.
Well, you know how we feel. I was like, there's something different. They don't want to see that. But I try to focus on some more detailed stuff so you can actually see Indy's face. And again, remember, these are all works in progress. You could tell that they're still in it, but some of that stuff is really cool to see. Superman recovery suit, that was another one. We just had a pre-order for that, and we saw it right at the show. But that is a work in progress.
I'll see y'all later.
Later,
No, I'm going out. I'm going to drink.
are you? Oh,
Yeah, just have a few drinks.
yeah.
All right.
Uh, be safe, bro.
Y'all enjoy.
Is the thing Polystone? I didn't mess with the thing too much today. That wasn't my section. I had DC and monster stuff, and then I did some other things. But I'm gonna probably mess around with all that stuff tomorrow. Looks like the same head sculpts for. Sorry, I can't even see this stuff. Looks like the hand sculpts are much better plastic and paint nips. Yeah, and the suit material is better. Uh, that cape is wired. It's kind of like the ones we have now. So big upgrades on those. Is Bartholomew Vex figure? Yeah. Yes, I shot. I've been trying to find a way to like put these photos. I put them in a folder. I don't want to be a hypocrite and say, no, no, don't double post stuff. But I think after this, what I'll do is I'll just make a post in the groups and I've been posting on Instagram. Bartholomew, I'll post after this, but I'll just make another full or like post and put all the photos there so people can find it. And if you're not in the group, then I'll just take it and I'll put it on Instagram. But Bartholomew Vex is there. He's in a main case with Atticus, and he's fighting that background that you see. That's the box for him. And I don't know how close he is to being done, but uh, that whole box that they have out and everything like that, it looks very good. I'll try to get some more shots, but there was only so much I could do today. Are there more new figures that have not been shown? I don't know. uh, Little inside stuff. So what was cool was, and this will give you almost an idea of how. how these things are like so unpredictable. There were some figures that came later today, like right when the convention was going into preview night. Like literally, they handed boxes, and we had to get them set up. So uh, you never know. There, you might see something new. They might have something kind of pushed back to kind of reveal over the next couple days. I don't know. We might get not we. They might get packages in and and then they'll just put stuff in. So I would just say keep watching because it would be cool to see some other stuff. That Doc Knock, yeah. So that Doc Knock 5 points, that was a surprise to me because when I went around the corner, they showed the car. 'Cause that wasn't my second, but they were setting it up, and I kept looking at it and I go, man, that's really cool. Are you guys going to be doing vehicles now like that? Thinking, no, this is for 5 points. But I tell you what, I'm going to try to see later on if I can grab a Doc Knock and I can put it in there. Because if that's the case, you would essentially have a Doc Knock car. So we'll see if it's compatible. That's on my list of things to check at the end of the convention. So I'll be able to tell you. Uh, I want to get some good detailed shots of that, and I'll make sure I post that up. Late night for this. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here in Cali, and there's a big time difference. I know some of the West Coast people are probably like, this is cool, but like I said, this is just to kind of, excuse me, this is just to kind of get another one. I didn't want to miss another week, and when I get back, I plan on having the guys. Hopefully, they'll want to come on. Hopefully, they won't find this too boring to talk about, and they'll come on and we'll do a big, huge show. A lot of information that a lot of people they don't have access to it. They don't have the privilege to have that. Like I said, like the Doc Knock thing, nobody's going to be able to short a D and beat him down first. So he knows that he can't do it. So. But Doc Knock and the car thing, nobody's going to be able to tell you if that's compatible or not. There's a lot of other stuff that I need to make sure I get clearance from them that I can talk to you guys about because this whole experience has been eye opening. I don't think I've ever worked so hard and so much. Everything is just light speed and time passes by so fast. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and I think it's a really good talking point, and it helps kind of shed some light on certain things that people might have questions about. It makes things a little bit more clear. But there's a lot of good information. So make sure you tune in to that post show. It's gonna have a lot. Let's see here. Very cool. Did you know you're going to be directly involved, hands-on with figures? Congratulations. What it sounds like, and all. It was a very awesome experience. They probably won't see it, but I thank Mezco Toys for allowing me to be a part of it. I didn't think that I was going to be doing some of the stuff that I did, but talked about certain things, and they said, "Well, okay, well let's you try it and see what happens." And I think they were happy with what happened, and they're a very good company and a tight knit company, and I've had nothing but a good time. That's not kissing ass or lip service. I literally uh, have not had a bad experience or moment with anybody working there. It's great. They're very good people, and they work really hard, as well as everybody else in the convention. A lot of people don't see that. They're oh god, there's just people just working, working, working. It's all to try to get all this stuff ready for everybody and try to give them the best possible experience. So let's see here. All right, all right, that was it. Anybody have any questions? I'm sorry, it's a little stuffy because we're at the restaurant and people were smoking, and I don't get down like that. So. All right, that looks like it's it. All right, cool. I appreciate everyone. I know it's last minute, late, and then also just kind of unexpected, but like I said, I'm selfish. I want to get this in, and then there's more. Such a surprise to see you up. Yeah, I figured there's some West Coast guys that would appreciate this. So yeah, this one's for you. Can't wait to hear all about it. Happy for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. And then I'll make sure that I get some other stuff for you guys too. I didn't want to like flood you guys with a bunch of stuff, but there's a lot of other things to see. I don't know, may not hit certain buttons with certain people, but at least you'll be able to see some of the other stuff. Did you notice any changes to figures shown last year that haven't released?
No comment.
No comment. No comment. Next question. No comment on that.
Not allowed to speak on
Nope. Not allowed to speak on it. Probably the best way to end it, right? Yeah. All right, guys. Cool. Again, appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Whether you're watching this now, watching it later, thank you very much. And I always check one more time. Look at it, it's drive-by. I like that shirt. Uh, I always jack up the ending. It doesn't matter.
it.
I'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay,